Welcome back to our channel where we share updates and untold stories about Catherine, Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today we bring you some significant news. Catherine appointed to prestigious role sought by Camilla Disclosed from Prince Philip's will. Amid the royal shift of power, the recent disclosure of Prince Philip's ultimate desire for Princess Catherine has astonished Camilla. The revelation once again underscores why Princess Anne has a robust endorsement for Princess Catherine rather than Queen Camilla. This revelation unveils the most concealed truths behind the closed doors of Windsor, altering perceptions of the current realities surrounding the royal family. The lasting heritage of the British monarchy. The British monarchy is one of the most durable institutions in world history, having adeptly weathered decades of political, social, and cultural change. The monarchy fundamentally embodies continuity, stability, and tradition attributes that have enabled its survival despite significant changes in the surrounding environment. In contrast to republics or elected governments, the British throne is established by hereditary succession rather than popular vote, a system that has been honed over millennia to facilitate a seamless transfer of authority. Although some may argue that this method is antiquated, its durability and flexibility indicate otherwise. The monarchy has progressed with British society, relinquishing its absolute authority from the medieval era, but preserving its symbolic and diplomatic significance. A notable characteristic of the monarchy is the incorporation of familial elements into governmental administration. The royal family is not only a ceremonial entity, but also a prominent and engaged institution, with members fulfilling specific tasks in representing the kingdom both nationally and globally. This family system guarantees that leadership is not dependent on a solitary person, but is bolstered by a network of people educated from birth to fulfill the monarchy's obligations. The existence of many generations within the royal family facilitates a gradual and deliberate transfer of responsibilities, guaranteeing that the head of state is consistently ready to undertake their position. In addition to its structural benefits, the monarchy has a distinctive position in the affections of the British people. Although its political influence has diminished, its cultural and symbolic importance persists robustly. The royal family represents national identity, acting as a cohesive element throughout both festivities and emergencies. The institution's capacity to sustain public participation, despite the hurdles posed by contemporary media criticism and evolving cultural ideals, exemplifies its resilience. As the monarchy embarks on a new epoch under King Charles III, the legacy of its history persists in influencing its future, particularly via the last desires of one of its most significant figures, Prince Philip. The final wish of Prince Philip, a royal disclosure. In a development that has reverberated across the British monarchy, the ultimate request of Prince Philip has been disclosed, positioning Catherine, Princess of Wales, at the heart of a profoundly emotional and emblematic choice that many had not foreseen. Royal sources reveal that the late Duke of Edinburgh, in his carefully constructed will, designated Catherine to undertake a distinguished position that Queen Camilla had long desired to inherit. This discovery has astonished the royal family and rekindled discourse on the monarchy's developing character and the people who influence its destiny. The emotional significance of Philip's choice is profound. It signifies more than a simple allocation of responsibilities. It is a testimonial to his confidence in Catherine's capacity to preserve and enhance his legacy. Queen Camilla has significant disappointment at the news given her strong association with the function in question. Her association with the Rifles, a regiment of which Prince Philip was colonel-in-chief for many decades, was officially recognized when he delegated the job to her in 2020. During his burial in April 2021, she wore the regiment's emblematic bugle brooch, a symbol of her dedication to commemorating his military legacy. However, although the assignment is a public transfer, Philip's inner desires convey a contrasting narrative. His decision to assign Catherine a distinctive unofficial position as the custodian of his extensive military and philanthropic legacy indicates a calculated and progressive choice embodying his vision for the monarchy's future. The ramifications of this disclosure transcend individual emotions. By choosing Catherine, Prince Philip has indicated a shift in the monarchy's priorities, emphasizing adaptation, modernity, and the capacity to engage with a new generation. Catherine's ascent within the royal family has been characterized by her commitment to philanthropic endeavors, especially in the areas of mental health, early childhood development, and youth empowerment. These domains correspond impeccably with the principles that Prince Philip advocated throughout his lifetime, notably via the establishment of the Duke of Edinburgh's Award. His choice to entrust his legacy to her emphasizes his confidence in her ability to connect tradition with modern significance. The royal family grapples with this news, and the emotional ramifications of Philip's last desire persist. For Catherine, it is a significant honor and a substantial responsibility, one that will influence her position in the monarchy for years ahead. For Queen Camilla, it is a time of contemplation, a reminder that even the most entrenched people within the royal family must maneuver through the intricacies of legacy and succession. The monarchy as a whole exemplifies the lasting impact of Prince Philip, a figure whose vision continues to affect the institution long after his death. The lasting legacy of Prince Philip and his vision for the monarchy. Prince Philip's impact on the British monarchy was significant and complex beyond his position as the Queen's spouse. Throughout his 7 decades of public service, he significantly contributed to the modernization of the institution, maintaining its relevance in a more democratic and media-centric environment. Although his formal designation was that of a royal consort, his influence was far more significant. He was a visionary who saw that the monarchy could not stay static if it was to survive. From his first tenure as a naval commander to his subsequent role as an ardent proponent of conservation, youth development, and technical progress, Philip continuously expanded the parameters of royal obligation. His efforts contributed to the formation of a monarchy that was both entrenched in history and responsive to the evolving demands of the British populace and the international arena. Philip's lasting contribution was his dedication to modernity. Upon marrying Queen Elizabeth II in 1947, the monarchy was mostly seen as an isolated and inflexible institution. Acknowledging the need for reform, Philip endeavored discreetly to optimize royal operations, promote more openness, and cultivate a more accessible image for the royal family. He advocated for the use of television as a medium for engaging with the public, significantly contributing to the 1969 documentary Royal Family, which provided an unparalleled insight into the private life of the Windsors. Despite subsequent criticism over its alleged manipulation of public perception, the documentary highlighted Philip's comprehension of media influence and his readiness to adopt innovation. In addition to his efforts to update the monarchy's public image, Philip was a fervent proponent of initiatives that embodied his progressive ideology. His commitment to conservation and environmental matters was decades in advance of its day. He held the position of president of the World Wildlife Fund (WWF) for many years and was an early advocate in the worldwide discourse on sustainability. His campaign included young empowerment, shown by his establishment of the Duke of Edinburgh's Award in 1956. The initiative promoting youth participation in athletic, artistic, and community service endeavors has already extended to more than 130 nations, reflecting Philip's conviction in resilience, self-sufficiency, and personal development. Philip's insight extended beyond external endeavors. He significantly influenced the development of future royal leaders. His capacity to discern and cultivate talent within his family exemplified his strategic foresight. He saw in Catherine, Princess of Wales, a distinctive amalgamation of elegance, fortitude, and contemporaneity, attributes he deemed vital for the monarchy's enduring prosperity. His ultimate desire, assigning her the responsibility of his legacy, was a calculated decision that demonstrated his faith in her capacity to advance the institution into a new epoch. The custom of sealed royal wills and the confidentiality pertaining to Prince Philip's last testament. The disclosure of Prince Philip's last desire is firmly entrenched in a long-standing royal custom, the sealing of senior royals' wills to safeguard private matters and uphold the monarchy's dignity. For more than a century, the contents of royal wills have remained hidden, often for decades, to avert the disclosure of sensitive information. This procedure, initiated in 1910 by the will of Prince Francis of Teck, protects the royal family from unwarranted examination and preserves the confidentiality of personal affairs inside the institution. The justification for this confidentiality is twofold: firstly, to safeguard the privacy of the dead and their relatives, and secondly, to preserve the monarchy's meticulously crafted image of stability and decorum. Historical records indicate that the formalization of sealing royal wills was instituted to avert possible conflicts about inheritance titles and personal bequests. Historically, the allocation of a state's personal belongings and symbolic artifacts has the potential to incite discord within the royal family or provoke public scrutiny. By sealing these records for an extended duration, typically a minimum of 90 years post-mortem, the monarchy guarantees that these issues be addressed confidentially and without excessive intrusion. This approach permits a period for emotions to stabilize, so avoiding any problems stemming from the public revelation of personal desires. Prince Philip's will, sealed after his death in April 2021, is one of the most eagerly awaited royal papers in modern history. The will includes specific directives about his assets, personal belongings, and the management of the duties and obligations he valued. The oversight of these papers is the responsibility of Sir Andrew McFerran, the keeper of the Privy Purse, who also safeguards more than 30 sealed royal wills stored in a guarded vault under St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle. These wills include those of King George III to Queen Mary and Princess Alice of Battenberg, the mother of Prince Philip. The confidentiality of these records highlights the monarchy's dedication to preserving its heritage without undue public scrutiny. The importance of Prince Philip's sealed will transcends simple inheritance. It is his ultimate secret expression of confidence in those he deemed most capable of preserving his legacy. The public may remain unaware of the whole scope of his desires for decades, yet the selected disclosures that have surfaced indicate that his last will was not only a legal formality, but a profoundly personal declaration for the monarchy's destiny. His choice to assign Catherine, Princess of Wales, a pivotal place in his legacy exemplifies the persistent essence of this institution, whereby the monarchy perpetuates its narrative, even posthumously away from public scrutiny. Queen Camilla's profound affiliation with the Rifles and her military heritage. Queen Camilla's affiliation with the Rifles, a distinguished unit of the British Army, illustrates her profound dedication to military duty and her position as a guardian of tradition. The Rifles originate from many ancient regiments, including the Green Howards, the Devonshire and Dorset Light Infantry, and the Light Infantry, all of which have significantly influenced British military history. Prince Philip, who served as Colonel-in-Chief of the Rifles for many decades, had a deep reverence for the regiment's principles of discipline, devotion, and perseverance. His choice to assign this post to Camilla in July 2020 was a pivotal event signifying his trust in her capacity to maintain the regiment's history. Camilla's affiliation with the Rifles goes beyond just ceremonial significance. It is very personal. During her tenure as Duchess of Cornwall, she actively participated with the regiment, attending parades, visiting military installations, and endorsing projects designed to enhance the welfare of serving personnel and their families. Her commitment to military initiatives, especially veterans' welfare and mental health, has garnered her considerable esteem among the armed forces community. This dedication was apparent at Prince Philip's burial in April 2021, when Camilla donned the Rifles' emblematic bugle brooch, a move that highlighted her position as the regiment's spokeswoman and her personal connection with Philip. The brooch, emblematic of the regiment's past, served as a heartbreaking reminder of the confidence Philip had bestowed upon her to uphold his military legacy. In addition to her formal responsibilities, Camilla's impact inside the Rifles has been molded by her capacity to engage with service members personally. She is recognized for engaging in sincere dialogues with troops and their families, providing support and acknowledgement of their sacrifices. Her involvement with military organizations like the Soldiers' Charity and the Royal British Legion has further reinforced her reputation among the armed services. These initiatives have not only strengthened her connection with the Rifles, but also solidified her position as a cohesive force within the wider military community. Camilla's ascent to this position was fraught with hurdles. In the first phase of her public life, she encountered significant scrutiny and suspicion, especially in the years subsequent to her marriage to Prince Charles. Her unwavering commitment to military and philanthropic endeavors has significantly influenced her popular image. Her leadership of the Rifles has been vital to this transition, showcasing her dedication to service and duty. As Queen Consort, she perpetuates the regiment's traditions while ensuring its history remains relevant in the contemporary day. Her profound connections to the Rifles, established over years of committed service, make Prince Philip's dying desire more significant and unexpectedly so. Catherine's ascendancy and Prince Philip's vision for the future. Prince Philip's choice to assign Catherine, Princess of Wales, a significant part in his legacy was chosen with much deliberation. The outcome sprang from decades of meticulous observation, a profound comprehension of the monarchy's changing requirements, and a steadfast conviction in Catherine's distinctive capacity to reconcile tradition with modernity. Upon her entry into the royal family, Catherine has shown an exceptional blend of elegance, resilience, and adaptability, attributes that Prince Philip acknowledged as vital for the monarchy's sustained significance in an ever-evolving world. His appreciation for her was founded not just on her public image, but on the essence of her job, her capacity to engage with individuals from many backgrounds, and her subtle but powerful resilience in managing the intricacies of royal existence. Catherine's progression within the royal family has been characterized by consistent and intentional development. Upon her marriage to Prince William in 2011, some individuals questioned her capacity to authentically fulfill the role of a contemporary royal. In contrast to earlier generations of princesses, she lacked a traditional royal education and had to acquire the complexities of royal life while enduring the incessant examination of the international media. Over the years, she has not only adapted, but also excelled. Her attitude to royal responsibilities is characterized by a profound sense of purpose. She avoids the limelight and instead utilizes her position to advocate for issues that reflect the ideals cherished by both her and Prince Philip. Her contributions to early childhood development, mental health awareness, and youth empowerment have established her as a figure of understated authority, leading by continuous and impactful actions rather than ostentatious displays. Prince Philip, recognized for his astute intellect and pragmatic disposition, allegedly esteemed Catherine's capacity to maneuver through the monarchy's traditions while advocating for advancement. He saw in her a leader capable of advancing his vision for a monarchy that retained its relevance while preserving its fundamental essence. This adulation included not just her official accomplishments, but also her personal attributes, her poise under duress, her capacity to engage with people emotionally, and her steadfast dedication to duty. These attributes, along with her increasing prominence within the royal family, made her the ideal candidate to preserve Philip's legacy. Catherine's involvement is not only symbolic, it illustrates Prince Philip's confidence in her capacity to influence the monarchy's destiny. By selecting her instead of more senior individuals, he indicated a change in priorities, one that emphasizes flexibility, public participation, and a progressive approach to royal duties. His ultimate desire included not just the preservation of history, but also the assurance of the monarchy's continued prosperity in the future. Catherine's philanthropy and military legacy. Prince Philip gave Catherine, Princess of Wales, a unique and complicated military and humanitarian role. Philip founded the Duke of Edinburgh's Award in 1956 to empower children through adventure service and skill development. This role manages its legacy. One of Philip's greatest contributions to youth development was the award, currently in over 130 countries. It represents his belief in resilience, self-sufficiency, and personal growth, which Catherine has always promoted via her philanthropy. Her focus on mental health, early childhood development, and youth empowerment matches the award's goal, making her an excellent choice to forward Philip's vision. Her ceremonial link with the Rifles, where Prince Philip was Colonel-in-Chief for many years, complements her Duke of Edinburgh's award involvement. Queen Camilla is Colonel-in-Chief, while Catherine is a patron who promotes the regiment's legacy. This distinction allows Catherine to use the Rifles to assist Camilla rather than compete with her. Her duties will include attending regimental events, helping military families, and promoting the Rifles' tradition and relevance. This dual function is crucial. By giving Catherine responsibility for his humanitarian and military legacy, Prince Philip ensured that his legacy would continue to shape the monarchy. Catherine will make the Duke of Edinburgh's award more accessible, particularly in disadvantaged communities, which is vital to young development. Her membership in the Rifles maintains the monarchy's long-standing relationship with the military, which has always been essential to royal duty. This approach reflects Prince Philip's progressive monarchy view. He chose someone who could actively shape his legacy rather than merely giving a title or ceremonial role. Catherine was the best choice because she could balance tradition and modernity, communicate with the public and military, and govern with subtle strength. Her appointment goes beyond preserving the past to inspiring future generations with Philip's values. Catherine's emotion in Prince Philip's confidence. After learning about Prince Philip's final wish, Catherine, Princess of Wales, had a very moving experience. The Duke's intentions were revealed to Catherine and Prince William during a clandestine Kensington Palace meeting by senior advisors, according to royal insiders. The mood was somber yet emotional as Philip's decision weighed on them. Catherine, known for her gentleness, was said to have cried out of appreciation for Philip's trust in her. She saw this as an honor and a terrible obligation, bearing the legacy of a man who had greatly affected the kingdom. Prince William, standing behind her, understood the event's personal significance. Philip, his grandfather, taught him duty, persistence, and dedication. This post showed Catherine's rise in the royal family and her vital role in its future. Their glance showed pride, respect, and a strong resolve to perpetuate Philip's legacy as he intended. William cared about Catherine's position and the preservation of a centuries-old history under their management. Philip's decision affected more than the pair. It deepened the royal family's loyalty to its principles. Catherine's decision was representative of her honesty and ambition in advancing Philip's goal. Her work in youth empowerment, mental health, and military help had proved her adherence to these beliefs, but Philip's last wish required her to preserve his legacy. Catherine tackled her new job calmly. She understood that this was about preserving history and shaping the monarchy's future to support Philip's progressive agenda. With William's support, she braved the assignment, knowing that she was honoring a beloved royal figure and strengthening the institution to which she had dedicated her life. The public reaction and wider effects of Prince Philip's last request. Prince Philip's dying wish has sparked debate on social media, news platforms, and royal analysis, with most people choosing Catherine, Princess of Wales. X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook users, have praised Catherine's philanthropy ability to connect with younger audiences in calm, approachable demeanor. Many have cited her Duke of Edinburgh's award, mental health advocacy, and military service as proof of her suitability for the job. Catherine is perfect to carry on Philip's heritage. A reviewer commented, "She is both relatable and regal," and others agreed. Beyond individual praise, the monarchy's image has changed according to public opinion. Catherine's rise in the royal family is marked by her ability to modernize royal duties while honoring tradition, which appeals to contemporary viewers. Prince Philip, a traditionalist, appointed her, signaling a generational shift in royal aims. Philip's selection of Catherine emphasizes flexibility, public engagement, and social improvement, unlike past royal appointments. Despite the positive response, Queen Camilla's reaction to the news is questioned. Considering her longtime association with the Rifles and her role as Colonel-in-Chief, numerous royal watchers believe she would feel dwarfed by Catherine's promotion. Others believe Camilla's position is secure and that Philip's dying wish was a recognition of Catherine's outstanding ability to carry on his legacy. This does not pertain to marginalizing Camilla. One commentator stated, "It's crucial to preserve Philip's vision in line with the monarchy's changing role." The public's response to this admission reinforces the monarchy's resilience in its ability to develop while keeping its values. Prince Philip's decision to entrust Catherine represents a monarchy that is traditional yet open to change, which appeals to modern royal viewers. The public's support for Catherine demonstrates the institution's continuing impact and the necessity for leadership that links the past and the future. Prince Philip's legacy and monarchy evolution. Prince Philip's final request reflects the monarchy's evolution and ability to adapt to history. His choice to make Catherine, Princess of Wales, a key part of his legacy shows that the institution's survival depends on both history and its leaders. Philip fought for modernization throughout his life while honoring the monarchy's history. His choice of Catherine to manage his military and humanitarian legacy shows his trust in her ability to bridge the past and future. The royal vaults beneath St. George's Chapel, where Philip's bones were initially interred before moving to the king. George VI Memorial Chapel symbolize continuity. The monarchy's longevity is symbolized by these sacred chambers' monarch's bones. That Philip's last wish, which will shape the institution for years, is linked to this ancient site feels fitting. The monarchy is not only a historical relic, but also a living institution shaped by its most powerful members, as shown by royal attendants taking sealed documents from the vaults to legitimize his demands. Besides its ceremonial and historical significance, the story's most intriguing part is its deep personal element. It's about trust, a grandfather's belief in a young woman's potential, a husband's pride in his wife's accomplishments, and a queen's fortitude. Catherine's transformation from a reclusive outsider to a key royal family member shows that leadership is not merely bloodline, but also the ability to inspire, engage, and lead with purpose. As the monarchy under King Charles III evolves, Prince Philip's final wish emphasizes its tenacity in adapting while appreciating its heritage. Catherine must ensure that the monarchy remains relevant, strong, and deeply connected to its subjects to further his legacy. Philip's vision lives on as a guide for the future. Thank you for watching the video. Please let us know your thoughts and goodbye for now.